What up? It's day two, really day two. I was just working out downstairs and I realized that when I work out, thoughts come to me more, and I think it's really important to work out every single day. I was slacking on that for a while, and I think that led to my, negative mindset, because when you're not feeling healthy, how can you think healthy, It makes sense, but I now realize it even more, Going from healthy to like unhealthy to back on the right track, that's a big important thing, working out every day. Also, what was I thinking about? There's a few things that hit me today more than ever. Still tough, like what I was talking about. The computer, the phone, like it's the addiction of being on that is still, I had to really fight it today. And you're not gonna be perfect in life. That's something that I've definitely struggled with, just like thinking, oh man, like if I just was perfect, then life would be perfect. Even if you are perfect in your actions, which is impossible, but let's just say, if you're perfect in your actions, dude, you're living a life there's 7 billion people in the world. You're interacting with people all the time. It's like, not every single person can be perfect. Even if you are, in your mind, perfect, there's gonna be situations that come up. You know what I'm saying? When you're driving down the road, you can drive perfectly, but someone can cut into your lane, you know what I mean? And throw you off. So just get that out of your mind. And I'm speaking to myself. This is my video diary. It's like, get it out of your mind that life is gonna be perfect. Do your very best. And then you can take the pressure off yourself of like, I need to be perfect, So what, if I look at my Instagram once, it's like, okay, whew. If I don't wanna do it, I don't have to like berate myself. Oh, I did it again, oh. You know what I mean? No, you gotta change your mindset. Look, I'm not gonna be perfect, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna be better than I was yesterday. Keep going in that way. And I also wanted to talk about like your spirit. Your spirit, like it'll continue to urge you towards something that you're supposed to do. And that's what I found for myself. It's like I've always had these urgings that are like deep. And even if I shut them off or ignore them, no matter what, they come back. And I found that I'm battling with my mind and my spirit right now, where my mind has been so long with like a negative mindset that I've allowed. It's like it's my fault for allowing it. And you guys can probably relate, where you want to do something positive and your mindset is just like, no, probably not a good idea, or you can't achieve that, so why waste your time? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, no, just cut that out. We gotta reprogram our mind to just be like, and it's gonna be a process. It's a fight. Dude, it's not easy. It's not just like, oh, let me just, new mindset. You know what I'm saying? But you can fight it and say, look, no, I believe in myself. I believe that I can do it. I believe. And this is the thing that's important. Going for what is within you. Let's just use the example of like, if somebody wants to be an opera singer, right? And they're thinking, I want to be an opera singer. And you can use your own example. If you want to be an athlete or a doctor or a lawyer, it's like we all have urges within that are good, that call us into a more beautiful version of ourselves, right? It's telling us that we can be even greater than we are now, right? And it's a beautiful call. It's like you're aiming at something great. So in the metaphor, or not the metaphor, but just the example of the opera singer, the person might say, I've always wanted to sing opera, I've always wanted to try, right? But the voice would say, you're too old, you haven't practiced, you're not gonna make it anyways, why waste your time? Plus there's people that are younger than you that are already there, they're not gonna pick you. It's just not in your cards. Dude, that's such a negative mindset, and I've realized that that's fear. All those things that I was talking right there, like you're not gonna make it, blah, 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 it's all negative, and that's fear. Don't make choices on fear, make them on faith. The faith side, the spirit within would say, you love opera, you've always wanted to try, you should just go give it a try. Why not? Take some lessons, do it on the side, when you have free time, instead of watching TV, practice, go to lessons. That's faith. Do that. That's what I've learned in my life. When you do that, and I remember saying a quote to a few of you guys, and you've DM'd me saying that it was like impactful, and somebody DM'd it to me recently, and I read it, and I got inspired. It's not my words. It's like a regurgitation of a lot of quotes that I've heard, but it's like this. This is how it goes. The best thing that can happen if you go for your dream is better than the worst thing. No, the worst thing, listen again. The worst thing that can happen if you go for your dream, in this case, like going for the faith voice, trying out for opera, the worst thing that can happen if you go for it is better than the best thing that can happen if you don't. Because if you don't go for it, you're always gonna have that voice in your spirit that says, You should do it. You should do it. Why not? Why not? And guess what? If you go for it and fail, dude, you're gonna learn. You're gonna meet people. In my experience, when I've gone for those things, doors open. Even if the end goal, let's just say my end goal was playing professional football, okay? And if you guys know me, I wanted to be a professional football player growing up. This is a better example because I can speak from experience. So I played football in high school. Then people told me that I was too small, and then I played football in college. And I wanted to be the starter, but I didn't start at USC. But by being at USC, which is a really good college, I got the opportunity to play football in Germany, like professional football after college. And that satisfied an even greater need that I had to travel the world for free through football, through going for my dream. So even though I didn't reach like the initial goal of like NFL, like I told you the quote, the worst thing that can happen by going for your dreams better than the best thing that can happen if you didn't. If I never played football because, oh man, it's really hard to make it, then I never would have freaking had all the experiences that I had in college. I never would have gone to Germany. I never would have become like somebody that has a platform on YouTube. Bro, like I said, the worst thing that could happen by going for my dream is so much better than what would have happened if I just would have stayed home, got a normal job. I would have still been on my cute computer just like, man, dude, I always wanted to try to play football, man. Dang, man, I want to travel the world. Seriously, dude, it would just be haunting you. So just, this is what it is, man. And I got to go for it, and it's scary even for me to say this because I know the battle that it's going to be, but it's better. It's better. It's better. You just got to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, try it. I have some things. What are the things? Do I say them? Okay, one thing is with YouTube, making my thing, hiring 2 people, hiring an editor and an assistant, and making it into a big production travel channel eventually in a couple years. But that's kind of scary because it's like, I'm gonna have to hire them, and what if people don't watch my videos? And okay, the best thing that can happen, the worst thing that can happen if I go for it is better. Okay, I gotta believe that. Even if I hire people and I lose all my money and I have to start from scratch, I can afford that right now because I don't have a family and wife and kids. So that's why it's important, to do these things as soon as possible, okay? But even if I had a family and wife and kids, it's like going for the dream. My wife's gonna support me. Dude, it's so good. Go for it. So I'm gonna go for it. Boom. Make the YouTube channel. Write a book. I've always wanted to write a book. I have it right here. I literally have it right here. It's written. I mean, most of it's written. It's crazy. This is like 200 pages. Now I just gotta put it on the computer and send it out there. The worst thing that can happen if I go for it is better, okay? Think about that. All right, I'm gonna do that. Then I'm not gonna say exactly, I still have some like athletic dream within me for a certain sport. It's like, I wanna try it. So there we go, just try it. Practice, go out for the team, and if you don't make it, whatever, but at least you went for it, and guess what's gonna happen? I'm gonna meet some people at the tryout. Maybe I make it, to like a low level team that I can move up. It's like, dude, I'm excited now. Now I wake up in the morning and I'm like, boo, let's go, man. We're gonna do, it's scary, but it's like you're living on the edge. That's like what life is supposed to be. It's like the adventure, dude. The adventure of life is supposed to be exciting. And it's in the way of faith, not fear. Not, oh man, it's not realistic. It's like, dude, let's go for it. Let's go for it. You know what I'm saying? And work hard, dude. Go for it. I'm aware. You gotta make money to live, all right? But when you got free time, like I talked about in the other videos, and most of the time we're like looking on Instagram and YouTube, I do it too. Eliminate that. When you come home from work, start writing your book. Start practicing your sport. If you want to play baseball, if you want to play football, basketball, just start shooting hoops. And that voice is gonna be in there. You're gonna be shooting hoops. Like, oh man, I really want to like make a team in Europe or something, like a low-level basketball team. Or if you want to play a soccer player. A lot of my followers are people that are in Europe. It's like, maybe you want to be a soccer player and you're old, You're my age, you're 28. And you're like, oh, I'm too old. I've always wanted to like play soccer. It doesn't matter. If it's still in your gut, dude, just go out, join a team, a 10th level German team, have fun with people. You're going to start making connections. Maybe you do well. Maybe you move up to the 9th league. Maybe you move up to the 8th league. But then when you're older and you're 80, you're going to look back and be like, dang, that was fun. That was fun, dude. I played 8th league soccer in Germany. And it's not number 1 Bundesliga. But what if you were 80 and you still had that, man, what if I played soccer? That would suck. That would kind of suck. So I'm talking to myself. Don't let that happen. Just go for it. And the worst thing that can happen if you go for it is better than the best thing that can happen if you don't. Just remember that. And like I said, you meet people, doors open, that's what life's about, dude. It's one way. You only have one. Go, just go, 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 go. If it's still on your heart. And the one thing I've also learned too, last thing I'm gonna say is this. It's I was thinking about something else. But last thing I'm gonna say is this. I'm trying to find it. Where is it? It's right there on the tip of my tongue. It was important. Oh, so important, I thought. I thought it was important. I'm not gonna cut the video. I'm gonna think about it right now. Give me 10 seconds if I don't think about it. So I was saying the best thing or the worst thing that can happen if you go for it is better than the best thing that can happen if you don't. Oh, what is it? I'm gonna wait. I'm literally gonna wait. Dude, it was so good. Just fast forward to the very end and you'll see it. Look, I'm sweating, dude. I was working out, going for my dreams. You work a job, you go for your dreams, you believe in it. It's a faith, dude, it's a faith. It was a good point, I thought. Let's just sit here together. Best thing that can happen. Yeah, just go for it. You'll enjoy it. When you're 80, you'll be happy. Yeah, because those thoughts haunt you, dude. I think. When you know that you should try something. And don't let the past haunt you even more. Because that has happened before too. It's like, you know how you thought in the past and it stopped you from doing something? And now you're in the present and you have the same thoughts of like, maybe I should do it. Just do it now. Do it now. Enjoy the struggle. Enjoy the life. It's a one-way journey. We're all gonna die. So that should give you even more like reason to just go for it. Don't fear what other people say. You're not other people. You're not other people, all right? You are unique. You have those dreams. All right, I lost that last thought, but this is my journal. Day 2 journal, technically. Yeah, battle those thoughts with action. Take action. Battle those thoughts with action. Be about that action, boss. Oh, what was it? I was saying like make money on the side, right? Like you have a normal job and then you come home and instead of spending the time on Instagram and YouTube, just like, oh, like wishing. If you find yourself wishing that you were to start doing something and then you're going to meet somebody and then you're going to, like doors are going to open. Meet somebody. Doors will open. There's things that will happen you don't even know. So many beautiful things happened by action. Taking action by believing, dude. Like faith. That changes things. It changes things. Roger Bannister was the first man to run the mile in under 4 minutes. Okay? Before him, there were literal scientists that said, no man can do that. The body can't handle that much stress. You will die. He ignored that. He ran it in under 4 minutes. After him, the next year, over 100 people did it. They believed. People believed. Before, they were believing lies. The doctors, they meant well maybe, but it was a lie. It was like, the body can't handle it. So people were like, oh, this is nerve-wracking. I probably couldn't do it. And Bannister said, frick it, did it. And then he broke the barrier in people's minds. And now people are, dude, everybody in any international competition that wins the mile race is well under 4 minutes now. It's like 3:30 or something ridiculous. Something ridiculous. So just remember that too. If you might have to be somebody that has that type of mentality. Where people say, oh, you're too old to do it. Or you're too whatever to do it. But you have to be the first one to show that, wow, you can actually do it at that age. That nugget of wisdom that I lost is still lost. But I think this whole video made sense. It's my diary. Day 3. Connor, good to see you again.